Shalom, shalom, Israel, brothers and sisters. Today, we're going to deal with Isaiah 7 and 14, okay? The so-called infamous prophecy of Christ. Is it a prophecy of Christ? We shall see. So we shall go into this, and as always, we prove things per Deuteronomy 19:15. One or two witnesses shall not rise up against a man for any iniquity or for any sin. And any sin that he sinneth, at the mouth of two witnesses or at the mouth of three witnesses shall a matter be established. So that's how we will handle things. And that is how we handle things here on this channel. So back to Isaiah 7 and 1. So to get the gist of what's going on here, you have to start off at Isaiah 7 and 1 to understand what is going on here. Okay, the northern kingdom of Israel, along with the Syrians, had came up against the kingdom of Judah, which was ruled by Ahaz. Okay, and we know this because it starts off that in verse 1. It says, "And it came to pass in the days of Ahaz, the son of Jotham, the son of Uzziah, king of Judah, that Rezin, the king of Syria, and Pekah, the son of Ramallah, king of Israel," that's the northern kingdom, "went up toward Jerusalem to war against it, but could not prevail against it. And it was told to the house of David," which is Ahaz, saying, "Syria is confederate with Ephraim." And Ahaz's heart was moved, and the heart of his people as the trees of the wood are moved with the sand. Then said the Lord unto Isaiah, "Go forth now to meet Ahaz, you and Shearjashub your son, at the end of the conduit of the upper pool in the highway by the fuller's field. And say to Ahaz, Take heed and be quiet. Fear not, neither be faint-hearted for the two tails of these smoking firebrands, for the fierce anger of Rezin with Syria and the son of Ramallah." So he told Isaiah to take him and his son, to go meet Ahaz at the end of the conduit of the upper pool, and tell him, don't be afraid of these two kings. Okay. Now, verse 5. "Because Syria and Ephraim and the son of Ramallah have taken evil counsel against thee, saying, Let us go up against Judah and vex it, and let us make a breach therein for us, and set a king in the midst of it, even the son of Tabiel." So what they wanted to do, they wanted to take over Judah and install a puppet king. There would be a vassal king to them. "Thus saith the Lord God, It shall not stand, neither shall it come to pass. For the head of Syria is Damascus, and the head of Damascus is Rezin, and within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it not be a people." So what is 60? 60 is Sheshim, which is 60. So within 65 years shall Ephraim be broken, that it not be a people. So the Most High is saying that anything that he's telling you within 65 years, that Ephraim is not going to be a people, they're going to be broken, be scattered, etc. Right? And all this is going to happen within 65 years. Then he goes on and says, "And the head of Ephraim is Samaria, and the head of Samaria is Ramallah's son, and is Ramallah's son." Then he goes on to say, "If you will not believe, surely you shall not be established." Verse 10, "Moreover, the Most High spoke again to Ahaz, saying, Ask thee a sign of the Lord thy God, ask it either in the depth or in the height above." So he told Ahaz, since you don't believe me, and you don't believe what's going on, what I'm saying, and I'm going to save you, ask me a sign, and I'll give you whatever sign, so that'll give you comfort, and you'll understand that I'm with you. I'm not going to let this thing happen to Jerusalem. But what did Ahaz do? But Ahaz said, "I will not ask, neither will I tempt the Lord." So the Most High told him to ask a sign, but he says, "No, I'm not going to ask, because asking will be tempting the Most High." So instead, he tempts the Most High by not asking and following through and following instruction. "And he said, Hear ye now, O house of David. Is it a small thing for you to weary men, but will you weary my God also? Therefore, the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin," and that word for virgin is Alma, right? A damsel means damsel. damsel shall conceive and bear a son and call his name Emmanuel. So this right here is where everybody says that it is a prophecy of Mary and Yahushua, Yahushua, whatever name that you used. They says, see, because she was a virgin and this and that. But keep in mind, he told Ahaz to ask him of a sign that he was going to be saved out of the two kings' hands, right? Because in the beginning of the chapter, it tells you, and it came to pass that he had heard a word that the two kings had come up against Judah, were conspiring against him, right? So this whole thing is set for a sign for Ahaz, okay? Now, so we go back and just keep in mind right here, the 65 years, right? So everything is supposed to take place within 65 years. Now, he goes, we read here, 14, therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou hate shall be forsaken of both her kings. So the Most High is telling you in this prophecy, right? For all the way from 7 and 8 all the way down to 16 is the whole entire prophecy. He told you within 65 years that both of these kings will be gone. And Ahaz didn't believe him, so he asked for a sign. So he said, fine, I'll give you a sign. And he says that sign is going to be a child is going to be born. And before he's going to eat butter and honey. And before he can know to refuse the good and the evil, both of those kings shall be dead. They shall die. So where in Scripture do we see that these kings die? Where is the fulfillment of that prophecy? Right? So first, we're going to go to the prophecy of Rezin getting killed. Right? So let's go to 2 Kings. We shall go to 2 Kings, and we're going to go to chapter 15, verse 37. Let's read about Rezin. In those days, the Lord began to send against Judah Rezin, the king of Assyria, and Pekah, the son of Ramallah. Same thing that we read in Isaiah 7 and 1. Right? Right? Okay, so now we're going to go to chapter 16, 2 Kings chapter 16, right? And let's read about Rezin and Pekah. In the 17th year of Pekah, the son of Ramallah, Ahaz, right? We just read about Ahaz in Isaiah chapter 7. The son of Jotham, king of Judah, began to reign. 20 years old was Ahaz when he began to reign, and reigned 16 years in Jerusalem, and did not that which was right in the sight of the Lord his God, like David his father. But he walked in the way of the kings of Israel. Yea, and he made his sons to pass through the fire, according to the abominations of the heathen, whom the Lord cast out from before the children of Israel. And he sacrificed and burnt incense in the high places and on the hills and under every green tree. Then Rezin, king of Syria, and Pekah, son of Ramallah, king of Israel, came up to Jerusalem to war, and they besieged Ahaz, but could not overcome it. Right? But they could not overcome it. At that time, Rezin, king of Syria, recovered Elath to Syria, and drove the Jews from Elath, and the Syrians came to Elath, and dwelt there until this day. So Ahaz sent messengers to Tiglath-Pileser, also known as Pul, king of Assyria, saying, I am thy servant and thy son. Come up and save me out of the hand of the king of Syria and out of the hand of the king of Israel, and rise up against me. And Ahaz took the silver and the gold that was found in the house of the Lord and in the treasuries of the king's house, and sent it for a present to the king of Assyria. And the king of Assyria hearkened unto him, for the king of Assyria went up against Damascus and took it, and carried the people of it captive to Kir, and slew Rezin. Right, so we have proof right there that Rezin was killed. Right, so Rezin died during the days of Ahaz, just like Isaiah 7 and 1. What did he say in Isaiah 7? Let's go back to Isaiah 7. Seven and 16. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou hate shall be forsaken of both her kings. So Rezin died during the same time as Ahaz. How is that a prophecy of Christ? But we're not finished. We're going to go into Pekah. All right, so let's go to Pekah. Because it said both are kings. Now, I just showed you proof of Rezin getting killed, right, during the time of Ahaz by the king of Assyria, Tiglath-Pileser. Now, let's go to 2 Kings, back in 15, okay? And let's look at Pekah. We're going to go down to verse 29. It says, in the days Pekah, king of Israel, came Tiglath-Pileser, king of Assyria, and took Ijon, took Eon, Ebla-Makah, Jonah, and Kadesh, and Hazor, and Gilead, and Galilee, all the land of Naphtali, and carried them off captive. And Hoshea, the son of Elah, made a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Ramallah, and smote him, and slew him, and reigned in his stead in the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. Oh, that's proof right there. So both of the kings are dead. There's no Christ. That's not a prophecy of Christ. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 17. In the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria. So Ahaz was still alive when Hoshea reigned. What did we just read in 2 Kings 15? 2 Kings 15 and 30? And Hoshea, the son of Elah, made a conspiracy against Pekah, the son of Ramallah, and smote him, and slew him, and reigned in his stead, the 20th year of Jotham, the son of Uzziah. What did Isaiah 7 say? Isaiah 7 and 16 say? 7 and 14 through 16 say? Let's read it all together. Let's read it as one, because it's not a precept. Therefore the Lord himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive and bear a son, and shall call his name Emmanuel. Butter and honey shall he eat, that he may know to refuse the evil and choose the good. For before the child shall know to refuse the evil and choose the good, the land that thou hate shall be forsaken of both her kings. So I just gave you proof in 2 Kings chapter 15 and 2 Kings chapter 17, okay? So, brothers and sisters, come out of the idolatry. Leave the New Testament alone. Leave Jesus alone. Leave Yeshua, Yahushua. Leave all of that alone. Because the Most High is your rock. The Most High is your salvation. And he is the one that saves you, okay? 2 Chronicles. Let's get it. 2 Chronicles is 7 and 14. What did King Solomon say when he dedicated the temple? What did he say? If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek his face, not Jesus' face. Seek the Most High's face, he that causes to exist, the Holy One of Israel. Shema Israel is Shema L'Kalim Echad. Hear, O Israel, the Lord your God is one. Shall seek his face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Will forgive their sin and heal their land. Okay? Now keep that in mind, Israel. I hope you got some edification today. Please hit the bell notification. You can notify the next video. And this will go into Isaiah 9 and 6. And what we will prove, Isaiah 9 and 6, is King Hezekiah. Thank you for watching. Shalom.